How do, folks? David here, and welcome to day 16 of my December challenge. And this is going to be a very truncated episode. You will have seen from the last video that I'm having technical difficulties again. The intro that I had done for today corrupted as well, so this is a reshoot. My original plan to do a video on creating a mold from an existing piece is essentially out of the window. It is far too late tonight. In between having to reshoot the outro for the last video and this intro now, there was a tiny break in the weather, and in that 5 minutes of the wind actually dying down, I was able to get an undercoat done on the blood pact stuff. So you're going to be seeing them hopefully tomorrow when I start painting them up. Thankfully, when I was scavenging in my Imperial Guard box to get the las guns for the Chimera, I spotted a target of opportunity for tonight, and this should be a nice quick win. In fact, if I can get away with it, I'm going to get a whole force completed. You'll see those in just a second. Right, we have here the sum total of my Necron forces. In fact, the only true Necron is this one. It was, I'm pretty sure, a free miniature that you got on the front of a White Dwarf magazine. And these ones, even though they kind of look very similar, are actually Chaos robots from, it was either Space Crusade or Advanced Space Crusade. That is it. 7 miniatures in total, and they're not complete because I never based them. So I've got to get some ground cover, I've got to do the black, I've got to do the grey. That needs a repaint, yeah, and then they will be complete and off the pile of shame. In fact, he's probably going to need a wee bit of paint in there just to give sort of like the plasma barrel effect. Alright, I will crack on with these, and hopefully I'll have a full force done by the end of tonight. Alright, a little bit of prep. I've etched the bases because this was quite a shiny silver that was on here. And yes, I am rushing this, I fully appreciate it, but let's get some watered down PVA, dash of soapy water, you know the drill. Ground cover added. Alright, they've all been based. I have given it a very quick force dry with a hairdryer. Now I have added a little bit more water and some black paint, and this is going to be a sealant coat, making sure that I've got rid of all of that old silver paint, and any silver that is showing through, I'll just pick that off with the grey dry brush to finish it off. And I've given these another force dry with the hairdryer, and I'm hoping it is all dry enough basically for just that final dry brush of the ground cover. Oh yeah, it's holding together okay. I was a little bit worried for a second that it was all going to just slop off in me hands. And they're all done. My complete Necron force. 7 miniatures, all to go onto the pile of success. And because there was a little bit of time had to be spent waiting for the glue on the basing material to dry off, we've got this young lady as well. 8 of them, not the worst night's work I've had. And after all the trials and tribulations, it has to be said, I am simply happy to have managed to get a video out tonight. Oh, yeah, it may seem a little bit of a cheat to simply base some miniatures and call them completed. But the thing is, at the end of the day, that's exactly what they have been done. I have so much that is in the pile of shame that is in various stages of completion. Some of them, like the Blood Pact, I'm starting from complete scratch. Some of them, like this one, she was there but minus arms and mostly painted. Needed a little bit of work to actually get up to completion. And some, like these, were so close that, yeah, I don't know why I didn't do them years ago and have them on display. And I'll be perfectly honest, I had been sort of thinking about them, but I had no idea where I put them. That toolbox of spare guard stuff is an absolute treasure trove. The unfortunate thing is I also found parts of Womble Marines and other exotic stuff in there that bears taking out and examining a little bit further. I'm not 100% certain I'm going to be doing that this year. Certainly the Womble Marines I may grab out and add in with the Raven Guard stuff. But that is it for me for tonight. Wherever you are in the world, have a good one. Toodle pip for now. I'll see you tomorrow.